All right, should we talk about Billy's boots?
Okay.
Billy's boots come back from Boot Hill. And now, once again, he's going to take one of his boots and he's going to break them off in the House of Black. I thought that the whole angle of Billy doing the retirement, Billy leaving the business, was a way to break the Acclaimed away from Billy Gunn to focus on them as young talents rather than Billy, who is in the best shape of anybody in the company, but is also almost 60. And so they're going to make the Acclaimed their own guys that are going out to get even in the memory of their mentor, but they're their own men. That's what I thought was going on here. And what it actually was an angle just to get Billy Gunn more over. And because he's coming back to get even for his guys who have been basically completely ineffectual since he's left. And so they play the spooky video from the House of Black where they bury Billy Gunn's boots. Oh, they buried Billy Gunn's boots under the old mulberry tree. That's one of those old plaintive country western songs. So they buried his boots in a trash compactor. And then the Acclaimed come out and they storm the ring. No music. It's serious. They're pissed off at the House of Black. They call him out. They say, let's fight. And the lights go out. And they do the spooky music and entrance. And the three heels come in. And he immediately stopped the baby faces that asked for the fight and kicked the shit out of them. And yes, there was 3 House of Blacks and 2 Acclaims. However, if you go back and look at any of the territory days, any of the top baby faces, go back and look at Stone Cold Steve Austin. Go back and look at any major baby face in the history of wrestling. Even if they're outnumbered, when the heels come in, they're swinging and they do a bit of damage before the guy behind them stops them or the numbers takes over. But in this case, like in all the AEW, I was talking about it earlier. I said we were talking about it with the Gunn boys, and that's the Acclaimed boys, the Billy Gunn's boys, the Acclaimed. The House of Black just gloms a bump, and down they go. And they're toast. And then they go to use a chain on them, and then they play the music, and here comes Billy Gunn out. And he's the savior. And the heels just step out of the ring and slowly walk out because there's 3 of them and they're giants and half his age, but that's Billy Gunn. And I love Billy. I'm not saying he did a great promo here. He got the microphone and explained his retirement, said he's back to get even because you hurt one of my kids and you destroyed my boots, which was even worse. And at All In, I'm back. It was a great promo. But the problem is, again, Billy is the star of the fucking team, not the young guys that are going to be there for another 20 years. Well, no, none of these guys are going to be here for another 20 years, but you know what I'm saying. The angle wasn't to get the Acclaimed over on their own merits. It was to give them, the people, a break from Billy so they'd be happy when Billy came back to save the Acclaimed. Am I misreading this?
And he won't be a daddy ass, he'll be a badass.
That's right. He's not going to be daddy ass. He's going to be Billy, badass Billy Gunn.
Unless Jerry McDivitt says, no, you're not.
Again, what is that? That's obviously what we are led to believe is now the Acclaimed are pretty much fucked without Billy, right?
Yeah, I agree with you, but it felt off. Like, I agree with you that it seemed like, okay, they're going to use this to try to get the Acclaimed over on their own, but it always felt like they're going to bring Billy back for something. Something's happening. And it's this, and like you said, you laid it out perfectly. How can I miss you if you won't go away? Billy's the one who went away. Everyone missed him. They brought him back. Yeah. The Acclaimed don't mean any more than they did. The House of Black, a feud with the House of Black to me doesn't do it, but again, we're talking about Wembley. It's going to be an audience that...
Why is House of Black on both Wednesday and Saturday? Can't they be serious on Saturday and leave the foolishness on Wednesday to other people?
You would think. I thought originally they were only going to work Saturday, but I guess we're building up this big pay-per-view. Everyone's in the same building. Why don't we just have an intramural day?
Well, but besides that, everybody gets to work on Wednesday night. You see 152 different names. They've only got 14 different people on Saturday, and we have to see the Bullet Club Gold for 45 minutes at a time.
That's true.